Hi, welcome to Gypsy Hermit INFJ Tarot. I'm Gypsy. This is still a relatively new channel, so a little bit about me. I am a High Oak empath. I am a Native American. I am an INFJ. Obviously, I am a strong intuitive. I'm available for private readings, and I've listed that information in the description box below. Catch me while I'm new. Let's see what else. Oh, if you hear any ruckus in the background, that will be my dog Sage. He's spoiled rotten. And I have the day off today, so he's a little bit clingy. Let's see. Please feel free to like and subscribe, share, if you're so inclined. I would love to have you as a member of the Gypsy Hermit INFJ Tarot family. This is going to be a collective love reading for the sign of Virgo. Since it is a collective reading, it will not resonate with every Virgo out there. If it does not resonate, please feel free to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. I know for me personally, love readings generally tend to resonate more in my moon sign, which is Leo. I'm a Virgo Sun, Leo Moon. Good times. So what I've done for you, my fellow fabulous Virgos, is I've laid you out a Celtic cross using the Tarot de la Nuit, which is my favorite deck. I confirmed that using the Witch's Tarot. I pulled you an oracle card from the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And I pulled you 4 Lovers oracle cards, since it is a love reading. What I'll do is I'll go over your Celtic cross first. Then I'll point out any signs that I see, just real quickly, for those of you who are into that kind of thing. And then we'll go over your clarifiers and just kind of go on from there. I do want to state, though, before I hop in, cross watchers, you are welcome here. But please do keep in mind that roles can be reversed and that there are masculine and feminine energies in each of us. So with that being said, let's hop in for my Virgos here. In your Celtic cross, in your present position, you got a major arcana, Death. Death can speak to either endings and new beginnings or to transformation and rebirth. Crossing that, or the obstacle and challenge to that, you get the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a court card. Well, it is a court card, so it is a person. It's a masculine energy that's cutting off all people and things that he feels no longer serves his highest good. So that's in your obstacles and challenges position. In your past position, you got another major arcana, the Devil. The Devil can speak to toxicity in a relationship or to temptation in one. And that's in your past position. In your future position, you got another major arcana, the Hanged Man. Which generally speaks to feeling stuck, and that's in your future position. In your conscious position, what you're aware of, you got the Two of Swords, which is a card of indecision. And there are 2 cards of indecision in the tarot, but the Two of Swords is a card of indecision that speaks to, I do not know what the hell I want. Don't know. So that's in your conscious position, so you are aware of that. In your unconscious position, or what you may not be aware of, you got the Queen of Swords. So a feminine energy that's cutting off all people and things that no longer serve her highest good. And that's in your unconscious position. In your internal position, you got 2 cards. You got the Eight of Pentacles, which speaks to wanting to work on things. And you got a major arcana, Justice, which speaks to just that very thing, justice. Of some form. Take that however it resonates for you. In your external position, interesting Virgo, interesting. You got 2 cards. The Seven of Cups, which speaks to having more than one option. And the Two of Cups, twin flame life partner energy. So that really made me want to clarify. So that's in your external position, or what's coming towards you. In your hopes and fears, you got 2 cards as well. You got the Five of Pentacles, which speaks to feeling left out in the cold. It can also speak to feeling like you've done this to someone else. Take that however it resonates for you. And out with that, you got the Ace of Wands, which speaks to a passionate new beginning in love. So, rock on. In your outcome, you got the Seven of Wands. Which is a card that's all about standing your ground. So that's groovy. And the underlying energy for the spread, you got the Ten of Wands, which speaks to burdens. But tens are completions, so it can also speak to laying your burdens down. And that's in the underlying energy for the spread. And just real quickly here, I'll point out any signs that I may see. Okay, let's see. Some of you could be dealing with another Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. That comes out more than once. Some of you could be dealing with the Capricorn specifically. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag. Some of you could be dealing with another Virgo. Some of you could be dealing with the Scorpio. That comes out more than once. Some of you could be dealing with the Libra. That comes out more than once. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces. Some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Some of you could be dealing with the Gemini. Okay, I think that about covers it. So those are the signs I'm seeing. And now we'll jump into the reading. Okay, so in your present position for death, this major arcana that speaks to endings and new beginnings or transformation and rebirth, that was clarified by the King of Swords, again, from a different deck. So a masculine energy that's cutting off all people and things that he feels no longer serves his highest good. And that was clarified by death again, from a different deck. And that was clarified by the Seven of Swords, which can speak to either conflict or sneaky behavior. And then in the obstacles or challenges position, you get this King of Swords again. So again, this same masculine energy that's cutting off all people and things that he feels no longer serves his highest good. And that was clarified by the Seven of Cups. So entertaining many options, or at the very least more than one. But that was clarified by a major arcana, the Sun, which is the happiest card in the tarot. And yes, I'm cheesy. I get happy every time I draw it. And that was clarified, and this is awesome, by another major arcana, the Empress, which is a feminine energy that's very spiritual, very intuitive, knows her worth. So it looks like presently, I do read this as an ending. There was an ending with a masculine energy that's cutting off all people and things that no longer serve his highest good, clarified by this ending, which was caused by either conflict or sneaky behavior. The obstacle and challenge to that is this masculine energy cutting off all people and things that no longer serve his highest good. Because he's entertaining many options, or at the very least more than one. But for some reason, this ending has brought you into the Sun, the happiest card in the tarot. And you're now showing up as the Empress. This feminine energy that's very spiritual, very intuitive, knows her worth. So, rock on, Virgo. In your past, you get the Devil, which can speak to toxicity in a relationship or to temptation in one. And clarifying that, you got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you not showing up as yourself in the past. And that was clarified by the Queen of Wands, which is a feminine energy, but it's a fiery feminine energy. And that was clarified by the Eight of Wands, the communication card in tarot. So I see this in your past as there was toxicity or temptation in a past relationship. You were not showing up as yourself for a time, but then you moved into a more fiery energy. And I think this Eight of Wands, this communication, whether it was on your part or the part of your person, brought about this ending in your present. That's how it resonates to me as a reader. In your future position, you get the Hanged Man, so feeling stuck. And that was clarified by the Two of Wands, which is another card of indecision in the tarot, but it's a step up. It's still indecision, but it's like, okay, I see these different paths now. I'm just not sure which one to take. And that was clarified by the Four of Cups, which speaks to holding back. And that was clarified by the Hanged Man in reverse. So in the future, you feel stuck for a time. You're still indecisive, but you can see different paths now. You're holding back, protecting your energies, maybe protecting your heart, holding back in some form or fashion. But you're no longer feeling stuck. You've left that stuck energy behind you, which rocks. Let's see here. So in your conscious position for this Two of Swords, this I don't know what the hell I want, you get a major arcana Justice, which speaks to just that very thing, justice. And that was clarified by the Knight of Swords. Knights are masculine energies. They like to come rushing in. They can be very harsh with their words, rash with their actions. And that was clarified by the Eight of Swords, which is a mental imprisonment of your own making. So you legitimately feel mentally imprisoned, but you don't realize the only one keeping you there is yourself. So consciously, it looks like you don't know what the hell you want, except for justice. With regards to this Knight of Swords, this masculine energy that's very harsh with his words, rash with his actions. And you're a little bit stuck in your head about that. Understandable. But you can move out of that energy. I want to point that out real quick. If you look at the card, the figure's depicted as blindfolded. And there are all of these swords here, but they're not actually holding her back. She can move out of this at any time. So just something to think about. In your unconscious position, you got the Queen of Swords. So a feminine energy that's cutting off all people and things that she feels no longer serves her highest good. And that was clarified by the Queen of Swords again from a different deck. So my Virgos, you are not playing. I feel you. You're cutting off all people and things that no longer serve your highest good, which can be a fabulous place to be. And that was clarified by the Six of Cups. So nostalgia or thinking about your past. And that was clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, which in the Witch's Tarot specifically represents the single, independent, business-minded Virgo. So it looks like unconsciously you are double cutting off all people and things that no longer serve your highest good. You're a little nostalgic, but you've moved into a single, independent, ambitious energy, which is lovely. In your internal position, you get this Eight of Pentacles, this wanting to work on things. Out with that came Justice again, from a different deck. So you want to work on things and you want justice, and that was clarified by the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a feminine energy that's very loving. And that was clarified by a major arcana that's specific to the Witch's Tarot, Karma. And that was clarified by another major arcana, the Hermit, the card of Virgo. So internally it looks like you want to work on things, possibly this justice. You're showing up in a more loving energy. And it looks like you're getting some good karma. That's how I see it, honestly. Now, here's where things start to get a little bit interesting. So in your external position, you get the Seven of Cups. So you're having more than one option. This is what's coming towards you. And that was clarified by out with that rather, came the Two of Cups, twin flame soulmate energy. So externally, you have more than one option, but one of them is your twin flame soulmate energy, twin flame life partner energy. And that was clarified by the King of Cups, a masculine energy that's very loving. And kings are more stable than knights. And that was clarified by the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And that was clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, which is abundance, possibly in all areas of your life. So it looks like externally, you have more than one option. One of these options is your twin flame life partner energy. It's a very loving king, but you're not showing up as yourself with this person. And honestly, I think at this time you're doing that, not showing up as yourself with this person, is bringing your Ace of Pentacles for some reason. Or it could be blocking it. Take that however it resonates for you. And that's in your external position. In your hopes and fears, you get the Five of Pentacles, which speaks to being left out in the cold or feeling like you've done this to someone else. And out with that came the Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning in love. And that was clarified by the Ace of Cups, a card that I call the love of all loves. And that was clarified by a major arcana, the Magician, which can be a Gemini or a Virgo, but it's also a person who's a good manifester, even if it's not a Gemini or a Virgo. And that was clarified by the Eight of Pentacles again, from a different deck. So wanting to work on things. So it looks like in your hopes and fears, either you feel left out in the cold or you feel like you've done this to someone else. But there's a passionate new beginning in love on the table with someone who's your love of all loves. And it looks like you've manifested this because you're working on things. For some reason, self-love just popped into my head. I don't know why, but I've learned to listen when that happens. In your outcome, you get the Seven of Wands, so standing your ground, which was clarified by the Seven of Wands again from a different deck. So you are foot down, straight through the floor, standing your ground, Virgo, so that's awesome. And that was clarified by the Six of Wands, moving forward in victory. And that was clarified by the High Priestess, which is a major arcana that speaks to listening to your intuition. So in your outcome, that foot is down, sister. You're standing your ground and you're moving forward in victory because you're listening to your intuition. That's a fantastic outcome. In the underlying energy for the spread, you get the Ten of Wands, which can speak to burdens, but tens are completions, so it can also speak to laying your burdens down. And then that was clarified by the Six of Pentacles, which speaks to equal give and take in a relationship. But that was clarified by a major arcana, the Tower. And the Tower only comes into a reading when the universe tries and tries to teach us a lesson, and we refuse to listen, we refuse to learn. No judgment, I've done it myself. And that was clarified by the Two of Pentacles, which can speak to either juggling in a relationship or seeking balance and harmony in one. And that was clarified by the King of Pentacles, a masculine energy that's very grounded. So in the underlying energy of the spread, it looks like kind of a past and a present / future thing going on all at once. It looks like in the past you had burdens because you wanted equal give and take in a relationship. But for some reason, the Tower came in and brought your universe crashing down. But now you're seeking balance and harmony in a relationship with a more grounded masculine energy. So that's awesome. Which brings us to the bottom of the decks, which I consider to be advice from the universe. I take a lot of stock in those as a reader. On the bottom of the Tarot de la Nuit, you got the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is a card that's all about wanting to move into calmer waters. And on the bottom of the Witch's Tarot, you got the Page of Swords. And although the Page of Swords is a court card, in the Witch's Tarot, the Page of Swords is all about spying. So, Virgo, who are you spying on? Or, who is spying on you? You might want to ask yourself that question. It looks like the universe is saying you're going to be moving into calmer waters. But either, and take this however it resonates for you, either stop spying or find out who's spying on you. Just a little something to think about for July moving into August 2020. let's see. For your oracle card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed, you got a change in the wind. Can you see that? I just got a new phone, sorry. And that's number 12, so I'll read you the relationship message from that card. Okay. Okay, change in the wind. Okay. Relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. The Tower. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to be truly happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So, good things, Virgo. For your lover's oracle cards, which I do an intuitive pull with these because they're heart-shaped and they're very hard to shuffle. Let's see what you got. And I guess what I got too. Okay, wow, I don't think I've never drawn this card from this deck. You got reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So reflection. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. That makes me think of the the Eight of Swords. This mental imprisonment of your own making. You can get free of this. You just have to want to. Let's see what you got next. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. That makes me think of, where is it? This Two of Cups. This twin flame life partner energy. Just keep that in mind, Virgo, for July and August of 2020. The cards are very clear that you have more than one option, but one of them is your twin flame life partner energy. And your oracle cards are kind of saying the same thing. Whoa. Okay, things are about to get a little spicy. Never drew this card either. You got sexual union. I might be blushing a little bit, just saying. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Things got a little spicy there for a minute, Virgo. But I have to show you the shadow card on the bottom of your lover's oracle deck because, again, I consider that advice from the universe. I'm sorry, that card just cracked me up and made me blush. You got sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So that's beautiful. Lovely read. Please feel free to like and subscribe, share, if you're so inclined. I would love to have you as a member of the Gypsy Hermit INFJ Tarot family. Much love and light to you all. I hope you have a fantastic July moving into August 2020. Namaste.